Of course, our pregame show continues here from Matthew Knight Arena, deep in the woods. The Ducks facing the Nittany Lions of Penn State. Two of the further distances, at least in the northern parts of this conference. Kind of fun to see Penn State here at Matthew Knight Arena, where Oregon leads the all-time series against the Nittany Lions. Last year, the Ducks beat Penn State in State College 82-81 in a game that was very, very bad for the broadcasters' blood pressure. The only other time these two teams have met, 1974. It was on December 6th in Pittsburgh. Oregon won 76-40 in 1974 in Pittsburgh. How about that? Must have been part of some kind of tournament. I went back and looked through the record book, and I think it was just Pittsburgh hosted a non-conference multi-team event of some kind, and the Ducks played Penn State and beat them pretty handily.
Do you remember where you were in 1974, Joey?
I was negative 19 years old. John Lundquist? John Lundquist remembers where he was. Wait. Now I need to ask John. Now I have to find out. John, where were you in that first game?
I was working for my college fraternity, traveling around the country visiting chapters.
All right. Traveling around visiting chapters. Were any of those chapters in Pittsburgh?
No.
So you didn't go to the game.
I did get somewhere in Pennsylvania, but not this one.
Awesome. That's John Lundquist, our sensei of stats. And I'll tell you, Penn State, though, a young team, right? They're 11-14 this year. They're 2-12, though, in conference games, 2-6 in road contests. You've been talking, Luke, about number 4, Caden Mingo. The freshman is really what makes this go, along with Freddie Dillon, a 14.5 point per game scorer. They are, though, a very young team. 1 senior, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, 8 freshmen for the Nittany Lions.
And being a young team can work both ways. Like, they play free. They maybe not understand how big the stage is or how big a game is, and they just go out there and they don't have anything to lose because maybe they don't know any better. On the flip side, there's no substitute for experience. And so, at times they've struggled a little bit. They get into some lulls, and they're a small team, and so they get out rebounded. I think a huge key for Oregon is playing way harder than them. Which team can bring the energy, know and understand that the traps are coming, the double teams are coming, beat it with the pass, and then Oregon's got to finish at the rim and finish at the free throw line.
That's my big key, is finishing around the rim, particularly against Sasha Ciani. He comes off the bench. He's 6'10". He's the only player that I think could give Nate Biddle a matchup problem behind the fellow big man in Ivan Juric, a 7-foot freshman from Croatia. Those are really the two guys that can match up with Nate Biddle inside. Get either of them in foul trouble, it really shortens the rotation for Penn State.
It really does. You got to attack them early and often, play inside out, play through Nate Biddle, understand that double team is coming. Oregon should get a lot of open shots in this game.
He's Luke Jackson. I'm Joey Mack, and Ashley Gentry's back in the OSN studio. A check of scores real quick when we return as we get ready for tip-off on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a dang green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Dang green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2025-26 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and the Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Today, we're going to talk about deep breathing, something we all need to do more of, especially when you're getting ready to call your health plan and deal with one of those automated phone trees. You know how it feels to get into an endless phone loop when you just have a simple question that could take 2 minutes or less, and then pretty soon, you've lost your zen.
Shouldn't your health plan help you reduce stress? That's why you'll talk to a real person when you choose Pacific Source Health Plans.
Tranquility.
Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Welcome back to the Coors Light pregame show. Time for an update of scores from around the Big Ten and the nation. In the Oregon Sports Network studios, here's Ashley Gentry.
Saturday afternoon special for you at Matthew Knight Arena, Oregon hosting Penn State. And a quick look at the rest of the Big Ten for you this afternoon. 2 games in action and just about with a final score. Actually, number 7, Nebraska and Northwestern just going final. Nebraska wins it 68-49. We'll go into more depth on these games at halftime. About a minute left for number 2, Michigan hosting UCLA. Michigan with an 84-56 lead, looking like they're going to secure their 14th conference win in advance to 14-1. Coming up later, number 13, Purdue on the road against Iowa. Ohio State taking on number 15, Virginia out in Nashville for the Nashville Hoops Showdown. And things will close out tonight with Washington hosting Minnesota. We're going to take a quick timeout and get you back for some more keys to this one. It's Oregon versus Penn State on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included in every tire we sell. It's more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's all about you getting more from less. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
A pepperoni pizza for the table. May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You could be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
Coors Light pregame show continues from Matthew Knight Arena. More scores coming with you at halftime with Ashley. All right, real quick, some keys to the game. Sum it up. We've covered a lot of them. Luke, what do you think?
Well, we talked about playing hard, knowing that the traps and double teams are coming and finishing at the rim. But Oregon needs to attack the rim. Penn State is a small team. They don't have shot blocking. Attack the rim, put pressure on their bigs, and get them in foul trouble. That's a huge key. Finish at the rim. Then box out and run in transition. Oregon needs to score 30 to 40% of their points in transition. Play through Nate Biddle. But the number one key is play harder than the other team. Compete in this game. Play hard. That's the expectation.
Keys to the game. Let's tip it off. Safeway starting lineups when we come back. Ducks and Nittany Lions on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations, grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion, from romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store, kohls.com for details.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Talked to the guys over the years about, you judged how you handle adversity.
Missed it, too strong, but Stewart follows with a jam. Evans steps back for a three. Oh, KJ Evans.
It's going to be tough. We just got to play as hard as we can.
Simpkins attacks. The Simpkins, what a finish. Lynn trying to create three at the buzzer. Lynn is gone.
So here's their opportunity. We'll see how they handle that opportunity.
It's time for Duck basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Today's game is brought to you by Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks. Les Schwab Tire Centers, proud supporter of Oregon basketball. McDonald's, the official breakfast of University of Oregon Athletics. Have your McDonald's favorites delivered right to your door with McDelivery. OCCU, home of the Duck debit card. Pepsi and Bigfoot beverages. Go Ducks. Drink Pepsi. By Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com. By U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of Oregon Athletics. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. And by Pacific Source Health Plans, with health coverage for individuals, families, and employers, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. Now let's go back to courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back at Matthew Knight Arena, the tail end of our national anthem by Command Sergeant Major Tasha Cruz with the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scout troop displaying the flag here at Matthew Knight Arena on the floor. Well done by all the kids and by Command Sergeant Major Tasha Cruz. Our national anthem as we wrap up the Coors Light pregame show Now time for our U.S. Bank tip-off, but first, our Safeway starting lineups. The Nittany Lions of Penn State here in town, an 11-14 team, 2-12 in Big Ten play, coming off their second Big Ten victory on Wednesday when they were on the road at Washington. They won by 3. Here's Don Essig.
At forward, 7-foot freshman from Zagreb, Croatia, number 3, Ivan Juric. At forward, 6'8", senior from Atlanta, number 10, Josh Reed. At one guard, a 6'3" freshman from Farmingdale, New York, number 4, Caden Mingo. At guard, 6'5", junior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 5, Freddie DeLeon. And at guard, 6'5", sophomore from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, number 7, Dominic Stewart. The head coach of the Lions in his third year, Mike Rose, the Nittany Lions.
That's Penn State. Your Safeway starting lineup for Penn State. The official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks is Safeway. Well, overall, Oregon has taken its lumps. So have the Nittany Lions. See if Oregon can get a bounce-back win here today with a much healthier Nate Biddle and a little larger lineup than even maybe Penn State has seen, with Nate Biddle, Sean Stewart, and KJ Evans all about to be introduced as starters here. I think that's a key in this contest, is their ability to play inside.
And all three of those guys are excellent offensive rebounders. Oregon really needs to take advantage of their size, their athleticism, try and get second chance opportunities in this basketball game.
Now back to Don Essig for your Safeway starting lineup for the Ducks.
At forward, 6'10", the junior from Baltimore, number 10, Kwame Evans Jr. At forward, 6'9", junior from Windermere, Florida, number 13, Sean Stewart. At center, 6-foot senior from Central Point, number 32, Nate Biddle. At guard, 6'4" senior from Brooklyn, number 5, Takai Simpkins. The point guard, 6'3" senior from Portland, number 12, Drew Carter. Assistant coaches, Mike Meniga, Yasir Rosemont, Brian Fish, Josh Jamison, Tony Stubblefield. Head coach of the Ducks, year 16, Dana Altman at our Oregon Ducks.
Starting lineup brought to you by Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks. Now time for tip-off, brought to you by U.S. Bank. At U.S. Bank, we team together to support our customers and our communities. Stop by your local U.S. Bank branch today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. The game officials assigned by the Big Ten Conference, Vern Harris, John Floyd, and Chad Barlow here at Matthew Knight Arena for a just afternoon basketball game. Do you like playing at high noon?
Absolutely. And I was just, as you listen to Don Essig announce the starters, just how iconic he is. He's been doing it for over 55 years, since 1967 for both men's basketball and football. What an iconic baritone voice. Some of the legendary games he's called over the years.
You know what I think about? He used to do the morning announcements as a principal. Can you imagine being in high school, elementary school, hearing that voice as your morning announcements?
Yeah.
Oh. Ducks are in all white, green Oregon across the chest. A new look haircut for Kwame Evans Jr. today. Various green and yellow Nike shoes for the Ducks. Penn State in the road blues out there. As the tip-off is won by the Ducks. Tip to Drew Carter. We're underway at Matthew Knight Arena. Carter sets up point for the Ducks. Works it over to Biddle, right wing. Biddle, pass to Simpkins, cutting to the basket. He's blocked from behind by the Nittany Lions, DeLeon. Penn State the other way. Quick entry pass to Urich. The big man, 7-footer, tries to step into some contact. He's blocked by Evans. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Penn State basketball.
And Oregon may take a look at this. It looked like it may have been blocked and then knocked
tipped
out of bounds there by Penn State.
No score, just getting underway. Ducks and Nittany Lions trading blocks at each end.
Good pass there. First offensive possession by Nate Biddle.
Inbound coming from the baseline for Penn State. So it stays with the Nittany Lions. And an offensive foul called on Penn State on the inbound play. It's going to go against Urich.
Looked like Urich just kind of leaned out and screened with his hip. Legal screening position.
Carter passes to Simpkins. Now to Biddle. Biddle looking to back down. Kicks it. Swing to Carter. Left wing triple. Drew Carter. Good. He's hit some threes early for the Ducks as he's been in the starting lineup, and he knocks it down there.
But great pass anticipating the double team by Biddle for the open Drew Carter.
Oregon up 3-0 early. Penn State trying to answer. Mid-range, Jay. Pull-up is good for the Nittany Lions.
And that's what Penn State's going to have all game with Nathan Biddle in those pick and rolls, kind of playing underneath the screen.
Now Evans left elbow. Ducks up 3-2 early. Kick to Carter. Thought about a right corner three. Lost the ball out of bounds on the sideline near the Penn State bench.
Drew Carter's been a solid mainstay with Jackson Shellstead out. He brings great defensive intensity. He's a leader out on the floor, someone that Coach Altman has confidence in.
Mingo working it for Penn State. Out of the left side, DeLeon. Dribbling near the middle of the floor. Around a screen to the right elbow. Passes to the perimeter. Swing into Reed left side. Now entry to Urich. Urich backing out to the left corner. Throws it to the right corner. DeLeon fakes. Driving from the baseline. Lost his footing. I think a foul will be called on Nate Biddle. It will go against Biddle. Just a little kick and a trip as Biddle was trying to cut off the drive on the baseline. 18:26 to go here in the first half.
You can already see the pressure that Mingo and DeLeon put on the defense. They're shifty and kind of play downhill.
Baseline out of bounds. Penn State in to Reed now, middle of the floor. The 6'8" senior from Atlanta dishes to DeLeon. DeLeon dribbling near the free throw line. Tries to step toward the basket. Misses short. Rebound Nate Biddle. 3-2 Ducks. Simpkins to Evans. Evans handling it. 2 minutes into the game. Stewart now to Simpkins. Around a screen. Simpkins, middle of the floor. Entry to Stewart. Stewart turns around, misses near the basket. Kicks long on the rebound to Evans. Now Evans to Simpkins left wing. Trying to spin toward the basket. Muscles his way to the hoop. Misses off the back of the cup. Gets an offensive rebound. Kick out Evans. Right side three ball. Over the top of the rim. An air ball and into the breadbasket of Josh Reed. Penn State the other way.
Yeah, you like the aggressiveness there by Oregon attacking the rim with no shot blockers.
Now to the corner. Reed right side. Misses the triple. Ducks board it. Evans takes the ball up the floor himself, leading 3-2. Evans handoff to Simpkins. Simpkins weave to Stewart. Back to Evans. Entry pass. Double team comes to Biddle. Whistle blows. Little too much contact for Penn State.
A lot of teams will double team the post on the first dribble. Penn State, as soon as that ball comes in, they're rotating quickly.
I think Nate Biddle's saying he was shooting, but the officials say, nope, it's on the floor. Oregon inbound. Simpkins passes to Carter. Left wing. Carter puts it on the floor. Takes it toward midcourt. With 8 to shoot, pass to Stewart. Stewart looking to attack. Gets to the right block. Spinning to the basket. Draws contact. That's going to be the third foul against Penn State. With 4.8 seconds on the shot clock, that foul resets it.
And you can see Coach Altman has this Oregon Ducks team really attacking the rim, just knowing there's no big down there that can really block those shots. Nice job by Stewart.
Stewart will shoot a pair. He misses on the first free throw. Both teams have not scored in over 2 minutes. Next from Stewart. It's good. Ducks ahead early, 4-2. Penn State ball. DeLeon turns the corner down the right side of the lane. His layup blocked by Nate Biddle. Offensive rebound to Penn State. Kicks to Reed. Reed now takes it to the left elbow. Throws it to DeLeon. He looks to attack again. Behind the back dribble. Fade away. Jump shot good from the left elbow. He can play.
He really can. Just took one dribble to the middle, behind the back. Smooth pull-up jumper. Really polished player.
Tied at 4. Ducks have it to Carter. Around a screen left wing. Carter circles. Now the Ducks swing all the way to Biddle and into the right corner. Simpkins catches. Help from a Biddle screen. Feels out the defense. Goes to the hoop and scores off front iron.
Simpkins is such a versatile player. I don't think he gets credit for his ability to attack off the bounce, and then also oftentimes picking up the best offensive player on the defensive end.
6-4. Oregon in front. Eli Rice fresh into the game. Misses a 3 from the right side for Penn State. 6-4. Oregon leading by 2. Biddle, middle of the floor. Pass to Stewart right side. Now to Evans. Evans feeling out the D. Dribbling against it to the free throw line. Now to Simpkins. Simpkins. One dribble. Pull up. Misses near the right elbow. Rebound Penn State. Off the bench, Justin Hauser, the 7-footer. This is the 14th game that Hauser's played in, trying to match Oregon's size with Hauser off the bench. Mingo with a left side drive, draws contact. Whistle blows against Oregon's Sean Stewart. 15:29 to go in the first half. We're just getting underway, and it's 6-4 Oregon with 15:29 to go in the first half. So far, kind of what we expected. Break it down when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Hear that? Exactly. That's the sound of McDonald's Extra Value Meal. Sausage McMuffin with egg, hash brown, small hot coffee, and sweet golden silence. All for only $5. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
I'm facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
The mental work.
Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Come on now, come on now. Come on now.
6-4, Oregon leads Penn State early. Both teams are 2 of 7 from the floor, 29%. We were just discussing during the break. Like to see Oregon get a little more offensive rhythm. They've missed some open shots, but have attacked the glass really well.
Yeah, Coach Altman's got to be happy with the looks that they've gotten. Almost everything has been in the paint. First play of the game, Simpkins just kind of doesn't protect the ball with his body, gets blocked, but some really good shots right around the rim. Oregon just needs to keep on attacking the paint, get this Penn State team in foul trouble early and knock down shots from the free throw line. Early in these games, you have to just see, okay, how are they defending the pick and roll? how are they going to defend when we throw it in the post? I think Oregon has shown that they're ready for that. Beat it with the pass. Keep on getting stops at the defensive end.
Free throw for Penn State after the foul sent us to the timeout. Just 2 fouls on the Ducks, 1 on Stewart. Mingo knocks down the first free throw. He's a 74% foul shooter this year. Short on the next one. Biddle tips the rebound, and it goes to Penn State. Rice has it. Now Mingo left side. Ducks up 6-5. Mingo drives, reverses from the baseline, and scores. Penn State leads now 7-6.
Really an unlucky bounce. Ball hit the front of the rim and bounced almost straight back towards the shooter.
Now it's Oregon ball. Biddle throws it to Carter. Passes to Simpkins up top. Fakes, drives, kicks. Carter, right side 3. No, off rim. Good box out by Penn State's Urich. Kept Nate Biddle out of the paint. Nittany Lions back to offense, leading 7-6. Penn State ball working inside. Reed now takes it to the right elbow, picks up the dribble, dishes under the basket. Urich fouled on his way to the hoop. And I see a couple season ticket holders directly across from us with their jaws on the floor.
Well, Oregon needs to stay down defensively. They've gone for a couple shot fakes. Be disciplined in your closeouts. This is a team that shot fakes a lot. And they kind of drive and kick. Really disciplined on defense.
Free throw from Urich, good. Wei Lin coming in for Drew Carter. Like KJ Evans, Wei Lin, new haircut today. Next free throw is good. Urich hits them both. He scores 9 a game, 65% foul shooter. Puts Penn State up 9-6.
Penn State's fortunate there. It looked like Urich kind of shuffled his feet on that shot fake. No travel call from the official.
Lynn running point. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt from Mingo. Evans running interference to help him advance the ball across the timeline. Ducks into the half-court offense. Lynn dribbling now to the middle. Passes left side. Desrick Lindsay 3 on a catch and shoot. Bit too strong. Fighting for the rebound. Evans almost tipped it to himself, but the Nittany Lions corral it. Mingo up the right sideline. Driving into the middle of the lane now. Mingo scores it. Just a little hesitation and then accelerating to the basket, putting Penn State up 11-6. It's a 7-0 run for the Nittany Lions in a minute 16. Simpkins dribbling to the free throw line, passes off to Biddle, easy lay-in, nice two-man game.
And this is a lineup that Oregon needs to take advantage of with DeLeon, the 5th, on the bench. Penn State has kind of struggled to score with him sitting out.
Mingo fakes a 3, now passes to the right corner, trying to drive baseline, shot goes up. Rice is fouled on his take to the cup.
Oregon kind of fortunate not to have a goaltending call there. Like Lindsay came over and kind of got a handful of the net.
It's 11-8. Penn State in front. Rice, the lefty, shooting a pair, and he's true on the first.
Rice is kind of a little bit of a matchup problem.
Good on the next free throw.
Kind of versatile. He's an undersized, athletic big.
6'8", redshirt sophomore, transfer from Nebraska. Lynn across the timeline with his Ducks down 5, and he throws it away. Tossed it to DeLeon, up the floor, and Tunja lays it in. Millie Tunja, the freshman from Turkey, off the bench, ran the floor, took a nice pass, laid it in after the steal. Now Evans is fouled near midcourt. Tunja a little over-aggressive after he got that transition lay-in to put Penn State up 15-8.
Penn State's done a nice job switching defenses. They come out full court pressure, kind of trapping, kind of keep the ball out of those coffin corners and attack it in the middle of the floor for Oregon.
Lindsay handling the sideline out for the Ducks. Into Lynn, right wing. Lynn throws it to Evans, swing to the left side. Simpkins around a screen. Simpkins dishes, Biddle catches right corner. Zips it to the left wing. Simpkins puts it on the deck, steps back, fakes, passes to Lynn. He catches and fires the 3. Off front iron. Rebound by Urich.
It's the third different defense Penn State has already thrown at Oregon.
15-8. Penn State leading, driving, and a turnover. Tunja passes it to a Duck. Lindsay runs the floor and scores.
That's how you get in rhythm offensively when you come into the game off the bench. Make something happen at the defensive end. Great job by Lindsay coming up with that steal and the finish at the other end.
Ducks stop the bleeding a bit, now 15-10. Mason Blackwood off the bench for the first time, has it for Penn State. Down to DeLeon. DeLeon, the redshirt junior from Fayetteville. Tennessee transfer, attacking, crosses through the lane, loses the ball out of bounds. Oh, and they say that it'll stay with Penn State.
And they're going to take a look at this one. Looked like the ball was stripped there by Wei Lin.
Yeah, and DeLeon was crossing through the lane, tried to go up, lost the handle, and it sure looked like either off his hand or his knee knocked it out of bounds.
DeLeon is just a very crafty, shifty player, and he's explosive, similar to what Oregon is missing in Jackson Shellstead with that quick burst on the offensive end. They kind of play everything through him, draws so much attention. It's a tough ask to guard him.
Timeout will go full as they review this play. Penn State leading 15-10. Initially, the ball given to Penn State. Now they'll give it to Oregon, we think, when we come back. 5-point game on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Your home for Oregon hoops. This is Duck Basketball from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Well, we got a chance to look at it during the break. I thought that it was going to go to Oregon, but looks like after the review, the officials will keep it with Penn State. We'll get the official word, but I'm surprised, admittedly.
And you wonder.
We'll see if Vern Harris tells us.
All on the court stand. It will be Penn State ball.
Penn State ball. Ball on the court stands. I don't know.
You know, there is a certain amount of pride that calls on a challenge. And so Oregon got to take a look at it and challenges it, but I guess they decided there wasn't quite enough evidence there. And
well, now the conversation is, are they seeing all the same angles? I mean, the Oregon bench is beside itself. So Penn State ball. Ducks are on D. 15-10. Penn State leads. Inbound for Penn State. Rice has it. Steps through the lane into contact and turned over. Ducks the other way. Simpkins to the right wing. Now to Evans. Over to Lynn. Now critically, though, that's a Coach Altman challenge. Lindsay to Lynn, left side. Lynn passes to Lindsay, left corner three. Swish.
Nice job there by Waylon, getting into the heart of the defense, making a simple pass out right in rhythm to Des Lindsay, who knocks it down.
Ducks within 2, and a whistle up the sideline as Waylon fouled the Penn State ball handler.
A lot of players think they have to make, really difficult plays, and that's just an example of coming off a pick and roll there for Waylon and putting it right in the shooting pocket of Des Lindsay. It's amazing how many times a great pass leads to a made shot.
Sideline out into Mingo. He's dribbling middle of the floor, passes it, gets it right back on a handoff left wing. 15 to shoot. Mingo dribbles near the free throw line, zips it to Stewart. From the right side, Stewart bounces to the top, fake a handoff there by the big man, Ciani. He passes, driving inside. Reed deflected away. Ducks block it, run up the floor. Oregon working it to Simpkins right side. Simpkins goes to the free throw line. Now Lindsay, left side 3. Yeah! Desrick Lindsay gives Oregon a 16-15 lead.
And he's got 8 points off the bench and a steal. Way to bring the energy, Des Lindsay.
Mingo tries to answer, muscles his way to the basket and scores. Boy, he's an impressive freshman player. 13.5 points per game, one of the better freshmen in the Big Ten Conference.
Good finish there. The officials really letting them play. A lot of contact at both ends right now.
17-16. Lynn passes to Lindsay. Now they close out on Des Lindsay at the left side. Lindsay puts it on the floor, passes to Lynn. Lynn, behind the back dribble, almost loses the handle. Bounces it now inside to Stewart. 4 to shoot. Stewart puts one up. Little bunny in front. No. Rebound. Out of bounds off of Oregon.
As a shooter, Joey, you make 3 in a row. You want that ball back. I'm surprised Oregon didn't get the ball back to Des Lindsay. Knocks down a couple threes, got a dunk, got a steal.
10-28. Left in the first half. It's 17-16, Penn State. Reed with it. Passes it to Mingo. Mingo, middle of the floor, dribbling. Lindsay out on it. Now to Reed, left wing. Entry pass. Inside. Urich tries to back down Biddle. One-on-one. Urich able to score. Very controlled at the left block and scored it from the low post.
And Biddle picked up an early foul closing out to a guard, and I think he kind of just let him score that, trying not to pick up his second foul.
19-16. Simpkins has the ball deflected, able to keep possession. Now to Lynn from the right side. Lynn accelerates, circles under the basket, all the way to the free throw line, passes it now to Simpkins. Deflected but caught right wing. Here's to Stewart. Back out to Lynn. Lynn with 3 to shoot. Passes to Lindsay. Lindsay got to put up a shot. Didn't have one. Shot clock violation. And too bad because Takai Simpkins banked it in at the buzzer.
It's good defensive rotations there by the Nittany Lions. Oregon did a good job swinging the ball from one side of the floor to the other, but you have to have awareness as that shot clock's going down. Got to get a shot up.
19-16, Nittany Lions, 9:31 remaining here until the Toyota halftime break. Mingo on the sideline, right side. Takes it toward the three-point line. Now comes to the middle of the floor. Crosses through the lane to the left baseline. Circles under the basket. Scores. Someone's got to stop ball there, right?
And I thought that could have been a moving screen by Urich, who really sealed out Nate Biddle, but it was more of a moving screen than a post-up.
21-16. Penn State up 5. Jabari Phillips in the game for the Ducks. Now Stewart into Lindsay, left side. Lindsay gets it into Stewart. Kicks out to Carter. Extra pass up top. Biddle 3. Yeah!
Great possession there by the Ducks. Slipping the pick and roll, swinging the basketball. Good drive kick swing for the Biddle 3.
21-19 now. Oregon is 4 of 8 from downtown. Penn State 0 of 2. Mingo to the right mid post. Puts up a one-hand take. Missed it in and out. Rebound by Oregon.
Stewart way above the rim for that rebound. He is so explosive.
Now Oregon gets it to Phillips, left side. Beyond the arc. Phillips picks up the dribble, tosses it to Biddle, zipped over to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Biddle. Step back 3. Heat check. Nate Biddle good. Oregon up 22-21.
So difficult to defend a 7-footer that can knock it down from distance.
8:07 to go in the first half. 4 lead changes in the game so far. Stewart. One bounce to Mingo, left side. Passes to the top, Urich. Over to the right side, Stewart dribbles, pulls up, free throw line, Jay, good. I think you're okay giving that one up. Contested jumper.
And that's what Oregon gives up with drop coverage with Biddle. Penn State knows they can come off that pick and roll and knock down that 15, 16, 17-foot jumper.
23-22, Penn State in front. Carter with it for Oregon. Dribbles, stops, passes to Phillips. Now Biddle, top of the key. Biddle, give to Phillips. Comes around, launches. Jamari Phillips joins the party. 25-23 on a distance three.
It is raining threes for the Ducks here in the
Oregon,
first half.
6 of 10. Penn State trying to answer. Free from the right side. Stewart missed it. Kicks long. Penn State offensive rebound. Now it's Mingo trying to drive baseline with a nifty dribble. Circles under the basket. Kicks out. Stewart catches. Now drives right side. Blocked by Stewart. Ricochets off the backboard to Carter. Ahead to Lindsey. Sets his feet. Fires. Too strong. Rebound Penn State. Oh, Ducks would have loved that one. As Penn State loses the handle, Stewart steps into a passing lane. It was deflected right to him. Now Lindsey runs. Biddle slams. Timeout Penn State, 27-23 Oregon. The Ducks have hit 4 of their last 5. Some offense coming from some active defense.
Des Lindsey doing everything for Oregon, and in that transition, he had Phillips in the corner, deceptively looked at Phillips all the way, and then flipped it to Biddle for the dunk for Oregon, and they're going on a run up 4.
Ducks are now shooting 50% from the floor. A media timeout. Penn State had to slow things down as the Ducks lead 27-23 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. So good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Oregon basketball brought to you by our friends at Venmo. You can score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap. Oregon Hoops also brought to you by Kohl's. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. And every broadcast is brought to you by Slocum Center. 59 years as the Ducks' official team doctors. A lot of good for Oregon in the last few minutes. They're up to 50% shooting. Both teams are shooting 50%. Ducks are 10 of 20. Nittany Lions are 9 of 18. Oregon, though, blistering from 3, 6 of 11. The threes are finally going in.
What a spark Des Lindsey has been off the bench. He's got 8 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, and he's getting Oregon out in transition. You have to love Stewart as well. He had a big block, got way up above the rim, swats it off the backboard, a couple of steals.
Desert Lindsey, a 34% three-point shooter on the season. Penn State ball. Mingo Dribbling up top, heading toward the basket, hesitates, steps through, missed the contested lay-in, deflects out of bounds, and they'll give it to Oregon.
Oregon came out of that timeout in their matchup zone, so whatever Penn State drew up was kind of canceled there. Good stop for Oregon.
Here's Lindsay, left wing for the Ducks. Lindsay dribbling, attacking, scoring! Desdrick Lindsay. More of this, sir. He's got 10 points, tied with Nate Biddle to lead the Ducks. Tunja for Penn State, trying to end a 7-0 Ducks run. Oregon leading 29-23. Playing defense in front of their bench here, and they've been active. Tunja from the left side, pass to the top, catch and shoot three, too strong. Evans boards the Urich miss. 29-23, Oregon with the ball and the lead. Lindsay passes it to Evans for a triple, missed it, a bit too strong. A 13-2 run for the Ducks in about 3.5 minutes. Tunja, help from a screen, down the right side, hangs in the air, now passes it off to Urich at the very last second, and the big man scores.
Nearly traveled, went all the way up and almost came down on his pivot, but good little dish pass and finish there for Urich.
29-25 Ducks. Now Oregon working the ball to Carter. His three a bit too strong. Offensive board. KJ Evans kick out. Now Lindsay right side into Stewart. Stewart from the right baseline. Driving, kicking. Evans three from the top. In and out again. Rebound, and this time by Penn State. KJ Evans 0-3 from beyond the arc. Here's Penn State with it. Tunja comes around to the right elbow. Fading away now on a jumper. Missed it. Rebound grabbed on the baseline, but it goes out of bounds off Oregon. Stewart and Evans both tried to corral it. Went out of bounds.
That was just a tough play where they both kind of could have grabbed it. Urich is in there kind of fighting for the ball and kind of fumbled it out of bounds. It'll be Penn State out baseline as Lindsay checks out of the game. What a first half he's had for the Ducks.
10 points, 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, couple of assists, couple steals. Oregon leading by 4. Baseline out of bounds for Penn State. Quick shot up from the right corner. Missed it. Eli Rice, no good. Now the outlet to Carter. Oregon crosses the timeline into the half-court offense. To Evans. Inside pass to Biddle on an entry. Pass off to Evans. Cut into the basket. Contested underhand finish. Great job finishing around the basket by Evans. Oregon by 6.
Through contact with the opposite hand. That very easily could have been an and one.
Tunja passes, swing into the right corner for Penn State. Blackwood has it right side. Dribbles, throws it to the middle of the floor. Caught there by the Nittany Lions. Backup guard Tunja. Now inside to Blackwood. Drives, kicks. Rice for 3. Hit it left wing.
Good.
Penn State back within 3.
Nice drive and kick. Rice kind of known for being a driver finisher. Knocks down the 3. Cut the lead back to 3.
He is a 45% three-point shooter, 40 of 88 coming in. Jamari Phillips, he answers. Right wing, he just caught it, said, well, if you're going to play off me, I'm going to shoot it, and he did.
And Phillips really has unlimited range. I think he's taken more threes from about 30 feet than regulation threes.
34-28, Oregon leading. Penn State drives inside, a little bit too strong off the 10. Ducks rebound. Now to Biddle. Pass to Simpkins from the right wing. Now to Biddle up top. Biddle bothered from behind. It's poked loose. Dillion deflected it to Tunja. Running the floor. Up to Dillion. He zips it to Rice. Left corner. Steps out of bounds on the sideline. Turning it back over to the Ducks with 2:49 to go in the first half. Oregon 7 of 15 from 3. Only leading by 6, though. We'd like to see them extend the last few minutes of this half.
Yeah, almost little under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Really important minutes. You know, the first 3 minutes of the game and the last 3 minutes of the half, so crucial going into halftime to finish it, do it the right way, try to get 3 stops in a row and 3 good offensive possessions.
34-28. Ducks lead it with 2:49 to go here in the first half on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
You're listening to Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wide your arms for this wayward son?
Ducks leading 34-28. Ball movement deserves a little praise here. Ducks have 10 assists on 13 made field goals.
Yeah, they've been beating the defense with the pass on time and on target. Shooters knocking it down. You saw Penn State in that last possession had a wide open guy on a kind of a broken defensive possession, but it was an errant pass and ended up stepping out of bounds. So important. You pass it right to the hands. Oregon doing a nice job so far in the first half.
Carter dribbling middle of the floor. Passes it to Evans, left side. Evans, lob, Biddle, catches, tips, no, tipped in and good on the offensive board.
Nice little back screen drawn up there by Altman coming out of the timeout.
Nate Biddle finds a way to put Oregon up 8, 36-28. Tunja now for the Nittany Lions. Takes it to the middle of the floor. Pulls up, free throw line. Jay, no. Rebound Oregon. Simpkins across midcourt. Now to Evans. This is Oregon's largest lead of the game. Biddle dribbling. Passes to Simpkins. Simpkins dishes to Biddle. Catch and shoot three ball. Missed it. Rebound. Grabbed by Evans under the basket. Foul. He was going back up. His sixth rebound of the game. KJ Evans to the line.
And that's an area where he has really improved. And I think part of that's just getting stronger and more experience. But he has rebounded the ball so well this year for Oregon.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Evans, a 77% foul shooter. True on the first. Now it's 37-28. KJ Evans, a chance to put Oregon up double digits. It's good. 38-28. Ducks are in the midst of a 7-0 run in 91 seconds.
Oregon showing a little bit of pressure, mixing things up defensively.
Penn State ball as the Ducks press around midcourt. Now back into their defense inside the arc. Tunja over to Mingo, left side with 9 to shoot. Mingo, help from a screen, pull up, right elbow, scored. I'm not sure that he meant to shoot that initially when he left his feet, but had enough arc on it to go in anyway.
Just a high arcing floater over the outstretched Biddle.
And now Nate Biddle throws it a bit too high to Drew Carter.
You say Coach Altman says make simple plays. The one-handed cross-court pass
kind of
a little too high for Drew Carter. Just make the simple one out of it. Rotate the ball.
Yeah, that two-hand pass overhead. Oregon back to D. And Jamari Phillips and Drew Carter bothering Mingo. Almost steal it. Mingo able to keep possession to Rice. And now Tunja. Tunja drives, kicks. 3 from the top. Too strong from Urich. Rebounding foul.
Nice job by Drew Carter boxing out the very physical number 11 Rice for Penn State. A little bit of that football mentality. Drew Carter, the former football player, scared to mix it up down there underneath the glass.
First foul called on Rice, the 6th against Penn State. Ducks have been called for 5 fouls in the first half. Under a minute now to go until halftime. Oregon leading by 8. They get it to Biddle, free throw line. Biddle dribbles to the perimeter, pass to Simpkins. Simpkins help from Evans' screen, and we've got a whistle. And it's an illegal screen on KJ Evans.
And that's been a point of emphasis all season for the officials, where if there's any movement at all, and it's really the ball handler's fault more than the screener, you have to wait for your big man to get set before you come off.
It's the first turnover for KJ Evans and his first foul. Urich up top for Penn State. Now to the left side, Stewart drives, kicks. Urich going to work, scores with the left hand at the low block. Penn State has cut into the lead here. Urich with 7 points. Oregon with 20 seconds to go until halftime, leading 38-32. Carter dribbling with 12 now. Takes it to the right wing. Ducks got to initiate the play soon. Carter passes it to Phillips. Fakes from the left corner. Takes a dribble. Now a 3 short. Rebound grab by Penn State at the buzzer, and that'll send us to halftime.
All in all, that's a win there. Oregon had some really nice stretches defensively, which led to transition baskets, had a 13-2 run and started shooting the ball really well. What golden opportunities to kind of close out the half and put them away. Oregon kind of let Penn State creep back in, just a 6-point lead here, Joey.
Ducks 38, Penn State 32. It's our Toyota halftime coming up next on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume. Must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Deep in the woods. Deep in the woods. This is the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Relocating or renovating? Join Pod's epic savings event and save up to 25% on moving and storage until February 16th. Whether you're relocating to a new home or renovating your current one, Pods brings the container to you so you can pack at your own pace. Then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it, so you don't have to do the driving. Save up to 25% and see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Book at pods.com today.
Unlock the door to your dream home with help from a Bree Credit Union. Get pre-approved for your mortgage before you shop and know exactly what you can afford, making it easier and less stressful. With a specific price range, you can move fast when you find the one. Apply online at abricu.com. A Bree is an equal housing lender. By member choice, this institution is not federally insured but privately insured up to $250,000 per account by American Share Insurance.
ACU. Ad Council.
This is the Toyota Halftime Report on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Toyota, let's go places. A first half recap along with scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college basketball and the first half stats. They're all right here. Now let's go back courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Red Panda currently performing at halftime. If you haven't seen any of the videos make the rounds on the news, on social media, she's really amazing. I could not even imagine balancing on a unicycle that's about, 8 feet in the air, and then also balancing various cups and bowls and all kinds of things. I do not have that good of posture.
Nothing says Happy Valentine's Day like throwing a bowl on top of your head on a unicycle. Okay?
Hey, by the way, Happy Valentine's Day.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, Des Lindsay coming in off the bench and showing his love for the game.
How about that?
That spark, 10 points, 4 for 6 from the field. Oregon with 10 assists, sharing the basketball. And this is an important game. This is a culture game, playing for pride. Nate Biddle having a nice first half.
He is having a nice first half. Biddle with 12 points to lead the Ducks, 5 of 7 from the floor. Lindsay, those 10 points. He had a couple of threes. Ducks shot 47% overall and 7 of 17 from 3, 41%. They were 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Rebounding, Ducks are +1. 10 assists on 14 made field goals. That sticks out to me for the Ducks. Each team has kept the turnovers in check, but Oregon is +6 in points off turnovers. And Luke is not even paying attention to what I'm saying because he's watching Red Panda. So the Ducks lead at 38-32. And Luke's going to enjoy this Valentine's Day present that was really all for you, buddy.
To be so dedicated to something that is very, very unique, like balancing 3 bowls on your foot and then throwing up, catching them. It's so impressive, the amount of talent there.
Toyota halftime continues. Oregon 38, Penn State 32. We're back after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2025-26 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and the Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student-athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
You're listening to Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. On the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Unlock the door to your dream home with help from a Bree Credit Union. Get pre-approved for your mortgage before you shop and know exactly what you can afford, making it easier and less stressful. With a specific price range, you can move fast when you find the one. Apply online at abricu.com. A Breeze, an equal housing lender. By member choice, this institution is not federally insured but privately insured up to $250,000 per account by American Share Insurance.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And the Ad Council.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now, so good to see you.
The Toyota Halftime Report continues with a check of scores from around the country. Once again, to Ashley Gentry in the Learfield Network Studios.
It's halftime at Matthew Knight Arena between the Nittany Lions and the Ducks. Oregon leads it 38-32. And a quick look around the rest of the Big Ten, top 25, and other Oregon athletics. Plenty to discuss this afternoon. We do have two finals for you inside the Big Ten on the court. Number 2, Michigan hosting UCLA. Both these games with finals, keeping things interesting at the halfway mark. Michigan only leading by 2 points over the Bruins, but they would run away with it with 46 second half points, holding UCLA to just 18. Final score, 86-56. Similar story in Nebraska, where the number 7 Cornhuskers hosting Northwestern, 68-49 the final, but just a 1-point lead for Nebraska at the halfway mark. They'd posted 40 in the second to run away with their 11th Big Ten victory. Coming up later today, Iowa hosting number 13 Purdue. That one coming up in about an hour. Then later this evening, out in Nashville, it's the Nashville Hoops Showdown featuring Big Ten's Ohio State taking on number 15 Virginia. And things will close out this evening with Minnesota on the road at Alaska Airlines Arena taking on the Washington Huskies. That's how it looks on the court for the Big Ten. Some diamond sports in action as well. Baseball and softball currently underway. Softball down in California for the Cardinal Classic. They got a 7-3 win over Cal State Fullerton yesterday, taking them down 5-4 today, and currently leading Kentucky 2-0 in the top of the second. As for baseball, second of 4 matchups with George Mason. They get the win last night 6-2, and they lead big tonight at the top of the 7th, 10-2. Ducks leading, this afternoon. So we'll keep you updated on all of those scores. We'll take a quick timeout and come back to the court to talk about top 25 scores. Oregon versus Penn State, and the Ducks have the lead 38-32 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included in every tire we sell. It's more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's all about you getting more from less. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a Dang Green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Dang Green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Hey, Taylor, Duck fans know game day is serious business, but I hear Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking has been building something serious for 45 years, too.
That's right, Jerry. For 45 years, Rick's has been crafting decks, fences, and patio covers that stand the test of Northwest weather and tailgate season.
So whether you're grilling before tip-off or cheering from your patio, Rick's has you covered.
Built right, built Rick's.
Now that's champion craftsmanship.
Celebrate 45 years of Northwest craftsmanship at ricksfencingeugene.com.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Wrapping up halftime at Matthew Knight Arena, where Oregon leads at Penn State 38-32. Quick look at the top 25 today, running back those Big Ten scores inside the top 25. Number 2, Michigan taking down UCLA 86-56, and Northwestern falling to number 7 Nebraska on the road 68-56. to 49. All other top 25 scores going as one would think. Number 4, Duke taking down number 20, Clemson, 67 to 54. Number 9, Kansas falls to number 5, Iowa State on the road, 74 to 56. Number 17, St. John's keeping things rolling out in the Big East with a 10-point victory over Providence, 79 to 69. Number 19, Vanderbilt with the win over Texas A&M, 82 to 69. And Pittsburgh on the road for a matchup out in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Tar Heels win it 79 to 65. Plenty of other games to go on in the top 25 this afternoon. One currently underway, about 2.5 left in the first half for number 14, Florida, currently leading number 25, Kentucky, 39 to 32. We'll get you caught up on those at the end of this one, but it's time to get you back courtside for the start of the second half. Penn State and Oregon with the Ducks leading 38 to 32 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You could be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations, grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion, from romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Thanks to Ashley Gentry back in the OSN studios. Now back in Matthew Knight Arena, our statistician John Lundquist, along with Luke Jackson. I'm Joey Mack. Second half action, Oregon leading Penn State 38 to 32. Same starters both ways, Ducks in white, Penn State in blue. Second half keys, what do you think?
Well, Penn State got 5 offensive rebounds on pace to get 10. That's too many. They need second chance opportunities to beat Oregon, keep them off the glass. And then Oregon had such a clean first half except for a few possessions. No more home run, one-handed passes where Oregon ended up with 6 turnovers. Make the simple play out of the traps and the double teams. Trust one another. Play for one another, and then, Joey, you got to play hard.
Play hard. Penn State ball, back in action. Mingo handling it. He led the Nittany Lions with 11 in the first half. Now it's Stewart. Passes to the left side. DeLeon comes around a screen, pulls up, free throw jumper, good. He's got 6 points. Oregon up 4 now.
DeLeon is a very, very polished player. So patient, kind of gets to his spot. Gets the shot that he wants.
Handling it for the Ducks. Crosses that midline. Now to Stewart. Over to the left side. Free throw line extended. Evans tries to go inside. Deflected and stolen by Penn State. That's the 7th turnover for Oregon. Reed from the right wing. Spins toward the free throw line. Draws contact on his way to the hoop. First foul against the Ducks. Sean Stewart a little bit shaken up on the foul call. And Nittany Lions will get a free throw here.
And Reed wasn't even thinking about the shot. He was more concerned about drawing that foul. He got his arm underneath Stewart and then kind of caught him with an elbow.
Reed, an 86% free throw shooter, is good on the first with a bounce.
Stewart holding his jaw. Took a lot of contact there on that drive by Reed.
Next one from Reed. It's good. 38-36. Penn State's on an 8-0 run dating back to the first half. Outscoring the Ducks 4-0 in the second half so far. Carter gets it across the sideline. I should say near the right sideline. Now hands off there to Simpkins. Around a Biddle screen to the middle of the floor. Passes to the right side. One bounce now to Biddle. Double team comes. Biddle tries to pass out of it. Does to Stewart. Kick out now to Simpkins for three. Yeah! Great ball movement by the Ducks. Oregon leading 41-36.
Perfect execution out of the double team. And Biddle didn't force that pass. He was patient, pivoted, found the open man, swing, open shot.
Reed has it for Penn State. Now to DeLeon. DeLeon with Evans there defending him. Pass to Reed and a whistle away from the ball.
That's a second time Reed has just kind of swept his arms underneath the defender.
I said away from the ball, meaning that the official wasn't the official standing right near the ball handler. It was from the baseline that whistle blew, and you're right, just that swipe through on Carter, and he gets the shooting foul called.
It's an experienced offensive move as Reed knocks down his first free throw, but when a defender has his arm stretched out, you can kind of catch him with his hand in the cookie jar, draw the foul.
41-37 now. 41-38 now.
Penn State back into the press.
And then Carter is fouled in the backcourt by Mingo. First foul against Penn State here in the second half at MKA. Oregon into Evans. Evans running a little point forward here. Crosses the midline. Now to Carter. Carter dish to Simpkins. Simpkins bounced to Stewart, and a kickball called against Penn State.
Simpkins curled off that screen. Nearly had the pocket pass, which would have been a dunk for Stewart. Reed kicks the ball. The Oregon baseline out.
Carter handling it for the Ducks with 18:08 to go. 3-point Oregon lead. Carter inbound Evans. Evans backing down from the left baseline. Ducks kick out. Now a Simpkins three. It's good. The guy Simpkins with 8.
And Simpkins has been the beneficiary of ball movement out of the double team. Good job by Oregon recognizing that early.
Reed now, middle of the floor. Passes to Urich. He fakes a handoff around the perimeter. Dishes now to Mingo. Left side. Help from a screen. Mingo to the free throw line. Kicks to Stewart. Fakes and gets a man in the air. Now launches and hits the three. He's got 5 points. His first three. 44-41. Oregon leading.
Have disciplined closeouts on three-point shooters. You're not going to block a lot of threes.
Carter now to Simpkins, and Biddle swing around to the right side. Evans entry to Simpkins on a cut, and a whistle against Penn State.
You like to see Oregon getting back to Dana Altman's bread and butter, the spread offense. Simpkins just cutting hard there, and the defender has nothing that he can do but just hold him or give up the layup.
So Drew Carter inbound from the baseline to Simpkins. Fakes from the right corner. Now accelerates to the basket. Drew contact. Didn't get the foul call. And then a tip in by the Ducks is good. And the whistle blows, saying before the shot.
It may have been a late call on that first shot.
Yeah, so the foul goes on DeLeon, his second. So Simpkins will go to the free throw line. Foul went on the first shot attempt, not the second that went down on the putback. Simpkins good on the free throw. His first free throw of the night is good. Takai Simpkins, 3 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3. Good on both free throws.
It's always interesting watching the rhythm and the technique of those free throw patterns that each player has. Simpkins does a nice job getting his eyes to the rim early. He's a great free throw shooter.
That is 8 straight for Takai Simpkins. Mingo. Down to Urich up top, back to Mingo. Around the screen, to the right elbow. Going down the lane, misses a tough take. Rebound by Biddle. Ducks up 46-41 with the ball. Carter, now to Biddle up top. Biddle over to Evans. Evans looks to drive, gets it to the right block, loses the handle on the ball. Out of bounds, I think off Oregon.
Evans missed Sean Stewart, who had great post position underneath the basket.
5-point advantage for Oregon now on defense. 16:32 to play. Mingo to Urich. Now to the top, DeLeon for a 3 off the dribble. Air ball out of bounds. Ill-advised shot by DeLeon. He was pretty well contested by Simpkins.
And that's abnormal for him. Normally just getting to his spot. Good contest there by Simpkins. And DeLeon's such a player that's under control at all times, takes smart shots.
(46-41) Oregon. Carter to Evans. Over to Carter, right wing. Bounce to Stewart, stepped in and stole it. DeLeon deflects it to Mingo. Mingo up the floor. One bounce to Reed. He cuts in and scores. 46-43 Oregon now. Carter passes it toward the sideline, deflected out of bounds off Penn State. Timeout on the floor, and I think the Ducks could use it right now.
Just talk things over, make sure you're executing, making simple plays. Carter kind of tried to thread the needle right there and got poked away by Penn State, and then they get an easy bucket in transition. It's got to start at the defensive end, though. Oregon needs to string together 3, 4, 5 stops in a row and open this thing up.
46-43, Ducks leading with 15:52 to go on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Summer Buck, a Navy veteran, female combat veteran, and proud Native American. Summer is a driving force for positive change in her community. She leads 2 nonprofits, writes grants for other organizations, and trains both nonprofit leaders and board members to succeed. Passionate about youth programs, she is launching a multi-million-dollar community center that will create lasting impact through strong partnerships. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Summer Buck.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
46-43, Oregon has the lead. First media timeout of the second half. We've got 15:52 to go here at MKA. Ducks hosting Penn State, the Nittany Lions in town. A young team with 8 freshmen on the roster. They've taken their lumps, but have lost a lot of close games. This 46-43 number, it's actually pretty familiar for Penn State this season. A lot of close second halves that have not gone Penn State's way.
Yeah, and you got to have discipline on the offensive end. And Penn State's a talented group. They got some good guard play. Oregon needs to continue to attack the rim and then understand you have these golden opportunities when you get up 6, get up 8. How do you close a team out like this by getting the right shot with the right guy? Just continue to make simple plays.
Duck basketball brought to you by our friends at OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit. Penn State ball around a screen. Reed to the left mid post, trying to back down Simpkins. Now kicks out to Stewart. Catch and shoot three. Knocked it down. Contested pretty well by Desrick Lindsay, but it ties the game at 46.
Stewart with a quick release, his second three in a row.
Now it's Wei Lin running point for the Ducks. Surveys the floor. Passes to Biddle. Biddle, a handoff to Lin. Lin passes to Stewart. Cross court to Simpkins. Ducks get it to Lindsay. Now back to Lin, middle of the floor. 7 to shoot. Lin out from a Biddle screen, runs toward the basket, misses high off the glass, tips out of bounds. Stays with Oregon, and it hit the rim, so a new 20 for the Ducks.
And that possession is accredited to Sean Stewart. He's working down there, 4 guys trying to box him out. Can't come up with the ball, and Oregon ends up with it baseline out of bounds.
Lin handling it with 15:06 to play. Into Biddle. Biddle, left wing, backing down to the post. Double team comes. Pass out of it to Lindsay. Ducks look to swing. Simpkins to Lin, right side. Driving toward the baseline. Zips it to Lindsay, left corner. Catches, passes. Simpkins, 3 from the top. Little too strong. Offensive rebound, Des Lindsay. Des Lindsay to Simpkins. Another 3 try. This time it's good.
Great job by Simpkins moving without the basketball to the open area. 2 for $1, makes the second attempt.
Ducks had turned it over 3 times the last few minutes, and now it's Penn State turning it over. Pass deflects off the hands of Reed. Just a mistake from Reed. Goes out of bounds on the sideline. Ball back in Oregon's possession. (49-46), Ducks leading. Takai Simpkins with 13 points now leading the Ducks. Lindsay, left wing, gets it into Biddle. Biddle, quick take, and scores.
And if you're Penn State, that's got to be on the scouting report. Oregon loves to clear that backside, and you let Nate Biddle get post position. He's been doing it all year. He's just too big and too strong.
And he's so quick on the take. Really nice touch.
Great post entry pass, kept it high. Try to finish off the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Ducks back up 5. Nate Biddle to the line, already with 14 points. Now he's the leading scorer in the game. This is his first free throw. Good. 52-46. 14-19 to go here at MKA. Reed now pass to the left side. Rice help from a screen. Picks up the dribble. Passes to the right side. Reed dribbling against Stewart. Gets by him. Biddle comes to help. Circling under the basket. Reed trying to go to work. And a travel. He tried to kick it out to Mingo, and he drug his foot.
Good activity there by Sean Stewart. Kind of coming off his man. Helping in the double team. And then Penn State moves great without the basketball. Oregon defended backdoor cuts there and just there wasn't anywhere to go.
52-46. Ducks leading. Now under 14 to play. Inside to Biddle. Biddle, another quick take. No! Better defense from Urich, though. Other way. Penn State. Stewart triple. Can't answer. Offensive rebound. Urich. Foul against Oregon on the rebound. Dane Altman a little frustrated the Ducks didn't get back quicker.
Biddle wanted the foul. He's kind of complaining to the ref. Didn't sprint back. Gives up an offensive rebound.
That's the third foul on Sean Stewart, by the way. Sasha Ciani is now in the game for Penn State. Now to Mingo. 3 from the top. Mingo hits it. 52-46. 48-49 Oregon. I said that Chiani coming off the bench would be an X factor when we talked about it during the pregame show. They've gone to Urich a lot and have not gone to Chiani off the bench against Biddle very much. Now it's Lindsay for Oregon into the paint, and he draws contact on the kickout pass. Foul going against the Nittany Lions.
Lindsay's done really a nice job playing under control all night. Gets into the teeth of the defense there and creates a double team. He had Simpkins open for three.
Foul goes against Dominic Stewart, the sophomore exiting. 52-49, Ducks leading. 13-14 to play. Inbound to Evans. Top of the key. Evans picks up the dribble, passes now to the right elbow. Biddle scoop through. Foul called on Chiani, and this is why I thought this could be a key and an X factor. When Chiani is on him, the 6'10" junior, transfer from UIC and Xavier. Feel like Nate Biddle can take advantage of that matchup. He did right there.
Well, Oregon has been playing through Biddle, and Simpkins got a couple open threes.
Free throw good.
Because they've double teamed him, he is so effective around the block, from the perimeter, and you just see the offense flourishing with a healthy Biddle.
Next free throw is short. Rice boards it. Ducks leading by 4, 53-49. Penn State ball. Tunja dribbling, passing, gets it back. Left side well beyond the arc. Screen comes. Might have been an illegal one. Now Tunja spinning to the free throw line to Stewart. Down the left side. Driving. Stopped by the Duck defense. Kick out. 3 up from the left corner. Missed it. Rebounded long by the Ducks off the Rice miss. Now Lynn advances to Lindsay left corner. Lindsay to Evans. Evans and his Ducks up 4 with the ball. Simpkins now to Lynn and inside. Now out to Lindsay. 3 up and missed it off the rim. Long rebound by Tunja. Good ball movement again by the Ducks. Tunja for Penn State with 12:10 to play. To Chiani. Chiani now to Rice. Rice driving, kicking, left corner fake. Blackwood drives, kicks. Stewart left wing, closed out by Simpkins nicely. 8 to shoot. Stewart now around the screen, dribbling to the left elbow. Passes it to Rice. Rice, dribble, pull up, Jay, short, rebound, kicks out of bounds to the corner, and I think it should be Oregon ball. Ducks are without a field goal in nearly 3 minutes, but still a lot of activity from the Ducks, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Oregon may have to make a decision on pulling Biddle out of that drop coverage. Penn State's just kind of going through a dribble weave action, and then they come off a pick and roll, and Coach Altman and the Oregon Duck staff have kind of decided that Biddle should protect the rim. Well, that's giving up that mid-range jump shooting team, which that's what Penn State is. And so I would expect Oregon to kind of go into that matchup a little bit in the last 12 minutes of this second half.
It's 53-49. Ducks lead with 11:48 to play on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, does this happen to anybody else? You sit down with a juicy QPC, some McNuggets, and those golden fries from McDonald's. Then you take a long sip of your Sprite because you can still hear your mama saying, don't fill up on that drink before you eat your food. But you're grown now, so you do what you want.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece McNuggets from McDonald's for just $6. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, Oregon, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Cases may be referred or co-counseled.
I left my heart in Oregon. Oh, I left my heart in Oregon. Yeah, I left my heart.
A 53-49 Oregon lead, where Oregon basketball is brought to you by Safeway, the official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks, and by Les Schwab. Les Schwab Tire Centers are proud to support Oregon basketball, where performance and reliability shine just like their top-rated tires. Since the Toyota halftime, only Simpkins, Biddle are the only guys that have scored for the Ducks.
Oregon's doing a nice job passing out of the double team. Simpkins has just been the beneficiary of good ball movement. See what Penn State looks like. They're going to come out in a full court press. Kind of mixed up their defenses quite a bit. Second half, Biddle's kind of gotten going. You see Urich is going to be back in the game to try to defend Biddle.
Yeah, they took Gianni out. Ducks get it in against some pressure to Lynn. Lynn throws it ahead to Simpkins. Ducks have a 2-on-1. He's open right corner, doesn't take the three, fakes, drives inside, blocked, but a foul. That's a really nice, patient, veteran play from Takai Simpkins. Had the 2-on-1 after he leapt in the air to keep the pass inbounds. He faked, got him in the air, drove, drew contact, went to the higher percentage shot, and now we'll go to the free throw line after drawing the 7th foul against Penn State. Free throw good.
That's what Penn State gives up, having, number 11 Rice, an undersized big man. There's no rim protection.
Now Simpkins bounced in. Got the spin off front iron.
I think if he would have missed, there was a lane violation there. He might have gotten that one back.
55-49 Ducks. Trying to answer at the other end. Mingo has the ball stolen by Lynn. Got his hand in there. Now a transition three. Waylon! Defense creating his own offense. 58-49 on the first Waylon bucket. Oregon ball. Reed fouled by KJ Evans.
Big steal and transition pull-up three for Waylon, extending this lead out to 9 points. Oregon needs to find a way to blow this game wide open. Couple of stops, couple of good offensive possessions.
11:08 to play. And a whistle away from the ball.
I'd like to see that effort
Waylon is called
intensity
for
by Waylon, even though he comes up with a foul.
It's
a hustle play.
I was waiting simply because the Oregon bench wanted an illegal screen call there. Didn't get it. Waylon called for the foul. So it's 58-49. That was the 5th on the Ducks. Oregon in front, 11 minutes to play. DeLeon gets a man in the air, now steps to the basket and scores from 12 feet out. Lynn crossing mid-court. Pass ahead to Lindsay. Left wing. Lindsay now to Lynn. Lynn to the right wing. Now pulling up. Misses a long two. Ball's on the ground. Biddle fighting for it. Biddle hits the deck. And a foul called.
As KJ Evans came flying through the lane.
The foul goes on Urich, and that's his 3rd.
Really allowed Biddle. Just couldn't quite come up with that ball. Good hustle.
58-51 Ducks, 10:32 to play. Nate Biddle to the line. Biddle free throw. Bounces in. You'll take it.
Hit every piece of the rim before going down.
And we said that free throws were a key in this game. Penn State 9 of 10. The Ducks are 10 of 12. Biddle hits the free throw. Stewart coming back in with 3 fouls, giving Nate Biddle a breather.
He's been such a great free throw shooter over his career.
74% in his Oregon career in over 100 games. 60-51 Ducks. Left side, Dillion around a screen. Dillion to the right elbow, back out to the right wing. Now to Tunja and to Reed. Inside, Urich goes to work, draws contact, but whistle blows because he traveled first.
Sean Stewart is such a great athlete and defender. Urich, 3 inches taller, travels trying to get the drop step. Good job by Stewart in the low post on defense.
Penn State pressing. Ducks will inbound to Lindsay. Throws it to Evans. Evans puts a dribble on the floor. Now advances across the timeline. Hand off to Lynn. 10 minutes to play. Ducks by 9. Left wing Lindsay. Lindsay passes to Evans. Great pass. Slam dunk Evans. Timeout Penn State.
Big defensive stop. Morgan comes up with a travel on one end. Little simple pick and roll. Lindsay has done a little bit of everything for the Ducks as they surge up and go up 11 with 10 minutes to go in the second half.
62-51. This is Oregon's largest lead. Timeout with 9:53 to go on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
I'm facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
Wow, the mental one.
Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Your burger is served.
Thank you.
And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile.
Now that is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Oregon basketball brought to you by Hoodoo, where kids ski and ride free all day, every day at Hoodoo. Hoodoo Ski Area, your locally owned and operated destination for winter fun, a proud supporter of Oregon athletics. Duck Hoops also brought to you by Pacific Source, with health coverage for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. 62-51 Oregon. Penn State calling a timeout. Mike Rhodes has 2 left. Dane Altman's got all 3.
How about Oregon with 15 assists? Really
on 20 field goals.
Sharing the basketball, playing for one another. Penn State trapping, double teaming, and Oregon beating the defense on the pass.
Penn State ball. Dillion to the top of the key. Loses the handle, able to keep it somehow as he spun off his bottom and kept the dribble.
I think there might be a wet spot over there on the floor.
Mingo now, a 3, and he hits from the top. Ducks missed him defensively. Lost an assignment there. Mingo was a little too open from straight away. Gets Penn State within 8. He has 17 points to lead the way for Penn State. Lynn for the Ducks. Right wing. Pass to Stewart. A dribble. Pass to Simpkins. Comes around to the top. Pass down to Lindsay. Lindsay from the left wing. Takes it to the baseline. Getting under the basket. Tosses it to the Nittany Lions. Deflected away. Stewart running the floor. A 4-on-5 after Dillion hit the deck defensively. Now Mingo sets it up. 5-on-5 again. Mingo near the right elbow. Passes. Dillion left side. And now to Reed. Reed spinning into the middle of the lane. Has his shot blocked by Stewart, but he grabs the deflection, goes back up, and is fouled. Pretty nice effort there from Stewart, but Kwame Evans is called for his 3rd foul on the putback attempt. Nate Biddle's going to come back in here. Next chance as Reed misses the first free throw. Now 9 of 11 at the line for Penn State.
It's nice to see Biddle back in the lineup. He's got 18, still 8.5 minutes to go here in the second half.
Reed second is good. Nate Biddle, Oregon's leading scorer, tied for the leading rebounder as well. He inbounds the ball here to Lynn. Lynn breaks the defense, runs the floor all the way to the hoop, knocked out of bounds. He was going to go up and had it knocked out of his hands.
That's a play maybe on a 3-on-2 where he might have missed Simpkins in the corner. They had numbers.
And Lynn inbounds it to a very well-defended Nate Biddle. Somehow Nate's able to keep possession of the basketball for Oregon. Now to Lindsay. And over to the right side. Simpkins tries to drive, muscling his way to the basket. And the whistle blows a foul called on the pass. Takai Simpkins took matters into his own hands there.
Simpkins just a hard driving take to the basket. I think he was passing, but Oregon will be in the 1-and-1 here.
Yeah, the 9th foul against Penn State. Simpkins. Good. .818 to play. Ducks maintaining the advantage, 63-55. Make it 64-55.
And I would say that Oregon has really executed a pretty clean game plan, attacking the rim, getting Penn State in foul trouble.
Mingo against some Oregon tight defense, left wing, passes it to Reed. Reed tries to go inside, draws contact, whistles blow as he crossed through the lane. Sean Stewart will be whistled for the foul. That's his 4th.
That's the 4th time Reed has gotten into the middle of the lane and drawn a foul. Such a skill that a player can have is just drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line.
Evans will come in for the Ducks. And Reed at the line, usually pretty darn good, 86%. But he missed that one. He's now 5 of 7 at the charity stripe here today. Next one's good. 8:03 to play. Evans gets the ball inbound to Lindsay. Lindsay dealing with a little pressure behind the timeline. Now they got to get it across. Lindsay does. Now to Lynn and Evans. Ducks have some numbers. Evans into the middle of the lane, kicks to Lindsay, fakes with a dribble. Now a 3. Yep. Lindsay with 13, 3 of 6 from downtown. It's 67-56 Oregon. Mingo passes to the left side. Reed drives inside. Whistle blows. And the foul going against Oregon and KJ Evans. That's going to be the fourth on Evans. That could be critical as Sean Stewart's going to have to come back in at the 7:33 mark. But first, a timeout on the floor to talk things over. Ducks 67, Nittany Lions 56 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a dang green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Dang green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
Your home for Oregon hoops. This is Duck basketball from Learfield.
Unlock the door to your dream home with help from Abri Credit Union. Get pre-approved for your mortgage before you shop and know exactly what you can afford, making it easier and less stressful. With a specific price range, you can move fast when you find the one. Apply online at abricu.com. Abri is an equal housing lender. By member choice, this institution is not federally insured but privately insured up to $250,000 per account by American Share Insurance.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ducks leading 67-56 with 7.5 minutes to go. And Oregon basketball is brought to you by Coors Light. Choose Chill, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. And from jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Oregon shooting 50% in the game and 50% from three. They're 12 of 24 from beyond the arc. A lot of them have been good looks.
And nearly 87% from the free throw line, and they've had Penn State in the 1-and-1 in the bonus for most of the second half.
Speaking of the bonus, Reed at the line for Penn State as they're in the bonus, and he makes the free throw. 8 fouls against the Ducks. Coach Altman has 3 timeouts left. 9 fouls against Penn State, and Mike Rhodes has 2 timeouts left. Next free throw is bounced in. Make it 67-58. Ducks throw one into the backcourt. Simpkins saves it from going out of bounds on a pass that was just too long. I should say into the front court, thrown from the backcourt, and now Stewart tries to answer. He misses a shot in transition early in the shot clock. Nate Biddle had Takai Simpkins breaking deep for the basket, just overthrew him a bit. Turnover went to Penn State. Stewart then missed the shot at the other end. Now it's Oregon ball again. Biddle passes off to Sean Stewart. Slam dunk.
Nice interior passing there from Oregon's 2 bigs. Sean Stewart not leaving any question, just flushing that down.
69-58. And now Biddle will be called for a foul on a shot from Dillion. Wei Lin hit the floor after he got screened, and then Biddle closed out on Dillion and was called for the foul. So Dillion will go to the line after the 9th foul against the Ducks.
And it looked like Dillion kind of threw his leg out trying to make contact, and it's a tough call because there is contact there, but who initiated it puts a lot of pressure on the official to make the call.
Dillion foul shot is good. So a 10-point game here. Ducks leading. They've hit 3 straight field goals. Nittany Lions without a field goal in over 2.5 minutes now. 9 points for DeLeon, trying to make it 10. He does. Free throw good. 69-60 now.
Penn State out in a 1-2-2 full court press.
Ducks turn it over. Mingo takes it away from Simpkins. Now he's tied up in the lane, and a whistle blows to bail out Mingo, and the foul's on Sean Stewart. That's his 5th.
That's what Penn State does. That kind of short-handed, very small team. Kind of try to just make it an anxious game and hang around, maybe have a shot to win at the end. Oregon needs to take care of the ball, set up in their press break, get the ball to the middle of the floor and come down and execute offense.
So Evans will come back in, and he also has 4 fouls. With 6:50 to go, Evans has to be careful here. They need him on the floor. Mingo free throw. Too strong. He missed it. That was the 10th foul against the Ducks. Penn State sitting at 9. Next shot from Mingo. Good. 69-61 now. Ducks in front. Entry to Lynn. Dealing with some Penn State pressure. Lynn feeling it out. Now passes it ahead to Evans. Evans near midcourt. Draws the double team. Passes to Simpkins. Simpkins dish off to Biddle. Fouled on the pass. Nice job by Takai Simpkins to feel out the zone that was open in the defense.
Good patience under pressure by KJ Evans, finding Simpkins, flashing to the middle of the floor there.
The foul went on Urich. That's number 4 on the Penn State big man. Takai Simpkins swishes the free throw. Next free throw is good. 71-61. Ducks back up 10. Penn State ball. Now Urich launching a triple off back iron. Rebound grabbed by Evans.
Nice defensive stand. Oregon switched to the matchup zone for that possession.
Lynn working it for the Ducks, dribbling middle of the floor. He dishes to Lindsey. Now Lindsey to Evans up top and Biddle right side. Biddle hand off Lynn. Lynn accelerates to the basket, lobs it to Biddle. Couldn't finish it, but a foul called.
Nice lob pass off the double pick and roll there. Wei Lin had Nate Biddle on the lob and too much contact. Couldn't get any lift. He'll go to the line for 2.
And that's the 5th foul on Urich, so he'll have to check out. 2 teams, or I should say each team now, with a player with 5 fouls.
And Penn State will sub in number 22.
Sasha Ciani coming in.
Ciani's had difficulty defending Nate Biddle previously in this game, where Biddle kind of went on a 6-0 run.
On his own. As the free throw goes down, Nate Biddle has 19. He and Takai Simpkins leading the Ducks. Now Nate Biddle has 20 to lead the Ducks. 73-61 Oregon with 6 minutes to go here at MKA. Stewart to Reed. Reed to Mingo. Back to Reed. Fakes. Evans stays with him. Now pass to Stewart. Back to the middle of the floor. Ciani. He zips it back and forth. Ciani dribbling. Hand off to Mingo. Mingo circling to the top. 5 to shoot. Mingo tries to go toward the basket. Does and scores.
Tough finish. That entire possession, Penn State tried to post up Wei Lin. He was just fighting as hard as he could on the block.
Ducks still up 10, 73-63. Lynn accelerating to the free throw line, tripped up, and he's fouled.
Oregon fortunate on that play. Wei Lin electing to attack the rim early in the shot clock. Nothing wrong with taking a little time off right now. But he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and Dominic Stewart got called for it. That's his 3rd. 10-point Oregon lead. Lynn from the line. Good.
Situations like this, you just have to be cautious. You still have to stay in attack mode. You're up 11. Take a little time off. Make the defense work.
Next one. Lynn a bit too strong.
Gianni.
A lane violation on Gianni.
Yeah.
Lynn again. Good. $75-63 Ducks. 5:11 to play. Mingo dribbling at the right wing. Tries to pass inside, and good defense by Simpkins. It went off his foot.
How about Oregon with 12 straight free throws made?
They're now 19 of 21. They make a difference. Inbound to Gianni, well beyond the arc, right side. Hand to Mingo. Takes it to the middle of the floor. Mingo, fancy dribble, down the left side. Bounce pass to the perimeter. Rice for three. Missed it. Long rebound. He's got his own miss. Going inside, and a whistle bails him out.
It appeared Biddle had really done a nice job just walling up, had his arms straight up, and Rice drawing the contact on the way down. Got a bailout call. Especially on the replay. The fans don't like that here at Matthew Knight Arena.
Yep. Free throw from Rice is good. .452 remaining. And the free throws make it a 10-point game again. Ducks keeping the Nittany Lions at bay for the final 4:52 here. Here's Lynn. Passes to Evans. Across that midline. Evans to Lynn. Lynn to Evans again. Over to the left side. Lindsay's got it. And a whistle. Stopping play.
Biddle
Gianni.
Gianni just wrestling down there. Biddle's so much bigger and stronger. There's really nothing Gianni can do but wrap him up for post position and send Biddle to the line for two.
A pair of free throws for the 20-point scorer. Make it 21. Nate Biddle averaging 16.5 points per game. That number is going to go up today. Both free throws good. 22 points, leading the Ducks and leading the game. Nate Biddle. Mingo has 20, the most for Penn State. 77-65. Oregon leading. Hand off to Mingo here, left wing. He goes toward the basket. Floater from the left side, missed. A little short. Ducks collect the rebound. Lynn crosses midcourt. Ducks now get it to Lindsay. Inside pass to Biddle. Kick out. Simpkins from the top to Kai Simpkins. He has 22 points. Dead even with Nate Biddle, and he's 4 of 5 from 3. Ducks up 80-65. Penn State ball. Now to Mingo. Mingo tries to go baseline. Passes deflected. Gianni grabs it. Now to Stewart. Stewart, jab step one way. Dribbling around the top of the arc. Dishes to the left side. Rice tries to go inside. Kick out. Extra pass to the corner. Stewart at the shot clock end. Missed it long on the left corner three. Ducks snag it, and Simpkins sets up the offense.
Oregon up 15. Good opportunity to execute and take a little time off.
Now into Evans, and it's stolen. Mingo stepped in front of the pass to the post. Mingo running the floor. Mingo lays it in.
He's got 22, all of which he's done with what appears to be a broken nose and a face mask.
And Penn
It's
State,
difficult to play like that.
It is. Penn State takes a timeout with 3:04 to go. It's Oregon 80 and Penn State 67 here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
A pepperoni pizza for the table. May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Today, we're going to talk about deep breathing, something we all need to do more of, especially when you're getting ready to call your health plan and deal with one of those automated phone trees. You know how it feels to get into an endless phone loop when you just have a simple question that could take 2 minutes or less, and then pretty soon, you've lost your zen.
Shouldn't your health plan help you reduce stress? That's why you'll talk to a real person when you choose Pacific Source Health Plan.
Tranquility.
Good timing. Play Shout coming back, and they're playing Shout at Matthew Knight Arena with 3:04 to go. Game reset for you. Oregon leads 13 points, 80-67. Ducks 11 fouls, 3 timeouts left, and they have the possession arrow. Penn State 13 fouls, 1 timeout left after Mike Rhodes sent us to this media timeout, calling it before this break.
Oregon needs to close out this game.
Yeah.
Execute, take care of the basketball, keep attacking the rim, knock down the free throws, handle the pressure on the press.
Dana Altman has talked a lot about finishing games. Here's an opportunity. .304 remaining. Penn State in a press. Ducks will inbound. Evans fakes one way, goes the other, into Lynn. Lynn spins away from a defender. Advances the ball with a high pass, almost a turnover to Evans, but Ducks keep possession.
Nice
now
catch
Lynn,
there by Evans.
to Evans. And a whistle, I think, against Stewart as he bumped Lindsey, with Lindsey beginning his drive. No, it's going to be on Reed, actually, his second.
Reed appears to be about 6'5". Penn State's so small. He's guarding Biddle in the post. There's nothing he can do.
They list him at 6'8", 230.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Senior out of Atlanta, transfer from Cincinnati. Free throw, no good. He has nice taste in his shoes, though. Sabrina's. Of various color varieties. Next free throw missed. 80-67. So Biddle misses both. That's rare for the Ducks in this game, who are now 21 of 25 from the charity stripe, 84%. Penn State ball, trying to scoop to the basket. Dillion is blocked. Now another block by the Ducks. Goes out of bounds, and Des Lindsey looking to save it. He ended up in the lap of the Ducks sitting courtside.
Penn State can drive into the middle of the lane. They're going to have a difficult time all being small right now. No center on the floor.
And give the block to Evans as he sent that one to the stands. Now it's Mingo kicking out to Reed, and Reed misses a three from the top with 2:22 to go. Oregon boards it, 80-67 Ducks. Lynn working it toward the right sideline, now to the middle of the floor, pass to Evans. Zip to Simpkins. Simpkins dribbles to the middle. 10 to shoot. Simpkins gets help from an Evans screen. Now passes to Evans. Evans stepping to the basket with a dribble. Missed it. Tried to tip it in. No, and it goes to Penn State. Stewart, rebound to Reed. Transition right wing three. Cans it. Now a 10-point game. Ducks got to finish this off. Minute 42 to go. 80-70 Oregon. Lynn accelerating all the way to the basket. Kick out. Right corner three. Des Lindsay true.
That should just about do it. Oregon goes up 13 with a minute and a half.
83-70. And whistles blow at the other end. Penn State took it toward Wei Lin and drew the foul against the Oregon guard. Sophomore picks up his third.
Just got to understand time and possession. Don't stop the clock. Fouling the offense here.
Mingo at the line. 74% free throw shooter is good. 83-70. And 83-71 now, pardon me. With minute 26 to go. Next free throw from Mingo is good. Minute 25 to go as the Ducks get it into Lindsay. A couple of free throws good to make it 83-72. Lynn passes ahead to Biddle, left wing. Biddle.
He could have taken that three. Good patience.
Letting that clock tick. A minute 6 to play. 9 to shoot. Lynn tries to pass to Evans on a drive. Ping pongs around and stolen away by Penn State. Reed off the turnover. Dish to Dillion. A three from the top miss, and Simpkins has it for the Ducks. Simpkins letting the clock go.
Oregon getting a standing ovation here.
Now Simpkins will accelerate. Drives, kicks. Lindsay three. Bounced in and out from the right corner. Penn State has the rebound. 83-72 Oregon. Penn State ball to Mingo. Mingo drives, kicks. Reed fakes a three. Now fires and misses short. Rebound, Nate Biddle. Ducks get off the snide. Oregon improving to 2-12 in Big Ten play, and they snap the 10-game losing streak. 83-72 over Penn State.
What a great effort by Biddle. Des Lindsay off the bench. Simpkins, great shooting, great passing game by the Ducks.
Nice to say, Ducks win again.
Nearly 20 assists in the ball game. The most complete game this Oregon team has played since early in the season when they were at full strength.
Some great individual performances led by Takai Simpkins and Nate Biddle. Ducks played 8 players here in this game. Rotation a little bit shorter for Dane Altman here in this one, and it worked.
Yeah, Sasha didn't get a chance to get in there. They're obviously without Pryor, injured. Some of the other guys, Demir is still out. Jackson Shellstead. Oregon electing to just go with that shortened lineup. Good defensive effort, but they really put a lot of pressure on Penn State attacking the rim. How many free throws did they end up shooting tonight?
Oregon shot 25 and Penn State shot 24. Both teams were good at the line. 21 of 25 for the Ducks. 20 for 24 for Penn State. I mean, both coaches are going to take that free throw performance, right?
Absolutely.
Impressive. 83-72 is the final. And the Ducks end up shooting 50% in this one as Takai Simpkins will come over and chat with us. What's it like to get it back in the win column, Takai? How do you guys feel today?
Good. You know, after these last few games we had lost, we just knew we had to come get one today. And it was just the hardest playing team was going to get it. We just had to thug it out, fight it out, and just play hard and play together.
How'd you feel from 3? You got a few to go in.
I felt good. Last couple games, it wasn't falling for me, but I know the work that I put in, and I'm going to just continue shooting.
How about your ball movement today, Takai? Everybody seemed to move the ball really well.
Yeah, I think that was more of a focal point, too, because we know teams is collapsing on us, so we know we got to make the extra play for each other, and it worked out. We had I don't know how much, we had a lot of assists on our baskets today, so I know
18.
That was good.
18 assists.
18 assists on how many made field goals?
24.
24, see? And we got the win. When we share, play together, good things happen.
How about defensively, too? A lot of activity today.
Yeah, also we had to have active hands. We knew this was a team that had active hands, so we know active hands was going to disrupt their offense and could potentially get us fast break points.
What can this do for you now moving forward?
I feel like this could start something. The last few games we got, put us back in the win column, get some more wins going into the Big Ten tournament, and we just be confident.
Takai, congrats.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Takai Simpkins and the Ducks win 83-72. Nice to have a conversation with a player after a win. A few more smiles around Matthew Knight Arena here today.
Takai did such a nice job moving without the basketball and finding that open scoring area. But mostly it came off of double teams out of the post with Nathan Biddle. And, he ends up with 22 points, 6 for 9, 2 for 3 from 3-point, 8 for 11 from the free throw line. But if he didn't get an assist, which he had 5, it was like the hockey assist. It was the simple play out of the double team that really led to Takai Simpkins' 22 points and just wide open shots, which Oregon knew they were going to get with how Penn State double teamed the pick and roll and double teamed immediately in the post all game long.
Good victory, 83-72. Ducks move to 9-16 and 2-12 in Big Ten play. They snapped the 10-game losing streak, Oregon over Penn State here today. We've got a full breakdown coming for you as we'll talk with, I think, a much happier Coach Altman here this afternoon. 83-72, Ducks win on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
You're listening to Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
This is the Oregon Basketball Postgame Show. Scores, highlights, and a full game recap are all right here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Back to courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
83-72, Oregon over Penn State. The Ducks shoot 50% from the floor, 24 for 48, 52% from 3, 14 of 27, and 84% at the foul line, 21 of 25. Those are all great numbers, but I think what I want to emphasize is the Ducks had 18 assists on the 24 made field goals. We've talked so much now about how Oregon doesn't quite have the offensive firepower with the injuries that they've suffered. And look, in this game, though, the ball movement led to a lot of open looks, and they went in. And that ended up being, I think, hugely critical for the Ducks. Des Lindsay with a couple threes in the first half that got him going. Takai Simpkins hits a few. And, you know, I know that we talk all the time about how momentum is a key thing in sports, and shooting can be contagious. Well, in this case, I think all those things were true. The shooting sure was contagious for the Ducks.
Absolutely. I think you're hitting the nail on the head there, Joey. You see one guy make a shot and you go, oh, it's not that hard.
Right.
Des Lindsay